Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 12th, 2022 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. Note that there will be a loud sound accompanying this. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. I just keep seeing here, Scorpio, musical notes, musical notes. Music is going to be very important during this time. I saw it in the scrying bowl, and I saw the musical notes as the singing bowl was singing. There's something with music, like music calms, music soothes, music centers, but there's also a sense of dancing and release and freedom that comes through music. So that's going to be very important during this time. If we feel stressed, if we feel overwhelmed, music is going to be a key to soothing us, to steadying us, to grounding us. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. We have the 9 of Pentacles and we have the 7 of Pentacles. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Okay, just this one, the star. Aquarius energy coming forward, but also a wish coming forward during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Ooh. We have the 5 of Swords and we have the 9 of Cups, confirming our wish. Interesting. And then finally, angels and spirit guides, show us clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Do we have one? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I like the pattern of it. That's very nice. But there's a bunch of 9s here. And there's a sense of... There's a step of stepping into our humanity, but also of embracing who we are. Well, I guess it is, again, stepping into our humanity, who we are, what we want, what we're becoming, nurturing, caring for that, but with this sense of this is my goal and this is where I want to be. So that's very powerful here. Let's look at the energy we need to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. The 9 of Swords. We need to be worried, not worried, but mindful of worry, because that's going to be something where it's like a hamster wheel. We can just stay there forever and never get anywhere. Worry, doubt, fear, chaos, hurt, pain, and it'll go on and on and on. And it makes us feel like we just can't move forward. We're going to be trapped in our own heads, or we're going to be having people around us who are trapped in their own heads, who are just too much in themselves, and that's going to be draining the beauty out of our lives. So just be mindful of that. I just see the color seeping away. So excuse me, when we start to look at things, when we start to see things and they're not as bright, as vibrant as they once were, be mindful of that. That's the color seeping away. It's the sadness coming in. We then have our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is visualization. This is the third eye chakra. We're seeing, we're visualizing things that we didn't think were possible. And that's because of the power of Neptune and Jupiter coming together during this time. And we'll get to that in just a moment. But visualization gets a bad rap because there's a sense of, okay, if I see it, then it will automatically happen. It's like, no, if I see it and then I embrace it completely and look at the fears that it causes me, look at the anxiety it brings me, and yet still go after it and conquer that fear, that anxiety, that chaos, then the visualization becomes reality because we're making that pathway in our mind and we're jumping over, we're conquering the hurdles that are there to hold us back or that have tried to hold us back. It leads us then to our goddess oracle energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is the dancer. Okay, so that's exactly the imagery too I was seeing. Oh, I love it. When Spirit showed me that you needed to be dancing, you needed to be freeing yourself. It's just a sense of utter abandonment and beauty coming together. So here it says, you must feel free to express yourself if you want to live a truly authentic life of quality and meaning. Our soul's dance is unending. And that's just it. Our soul's dance is unending. We need to let ourselves be free to express ourselves and to embrace who we are and what we want and not hide away. It's going to be very important during this time, and not only during this time, but just for us, Scorpio, because we can be a little bit secretive. We can be a little bit more quiet than the other signs. Excuse me. And that doesn't mean that we're not as vibrant or as beautiful. And that's something that we need to embrace. So here we have Pisces. We have Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces. We also have Venus and Mars in Pisces, which we'll get to in a bit. Actually, we can start off with Venus because that's on the 5th. That happened on the 5th of April. Venus entered into Pisces, bringing love and sensuality and compassion and very romantic energy into play. So that's going to have an effect. But on the 12th of April, we have, for the first time since 1856, Jupiter and Neptune converging in Pisces. Now, in 1856, this was when the Treaty of Paris was signed, ending the Crimean War, which was a conflict between Russia. And that has historical importance now. And then in 1856, we also have the birth, it is the birth year of Sigmund Freud, who gave form and definition, which represents Jupiter. Jupiter gives form and definition to things, to the unconscious, which represents Neptune. So this is going to be a time where the unconscious, the dreams, the desires, the deeper mind comes into play with the everyday life and how we want to move and sculpt our world. Now, Pisces, here it says intimacy, intuition, and compassion. It has our subconscious and our conscious pulling together, moving together, but also swimming in different directions. We can kind of look at this as a yin-yang situation, or we can also, as a yin-yang energy, but we can also look at it as a sense of needing to find balance within the other, because there's not a little piece of the other fish in the other fish, right? So here we're finding the balance within ourselves, and we're knowing that this energy, this planetary alignment will not happen again till 2188. And that's just astounding. So here, with Neptune and Jupiter move very, very slowly in the cosmos because they're further away from the sun, they're bigger planets. And so they represent the collective, they represent a generation instead of just an individual. Neptune is the planet of the imagination. It rules Pisces, so it feels very comfortable in Pisces. Our intuition is going to be spot on. Our dreams are going to be more vibrant. We're going to see ourselves drawn to things that we truly loved when we were little, or we just truly love, period, end of discussion. And so this becomes something that we're called to ourselves. We're called to what we dream of. We're called to what we desire. This is awakening our emotions. This is spiritually motivating us. And this is raising our energy vibration and bringing us towards a powerful awakening. Jupiter symbolizes our personal gifts. This is what we know we're good at. This is what we are here to bring to the world. And this is a time that can be very kind of peacocky. Our chest is puffed out a bit. It's like, this is what I know that I'm here for. And yet Jupiter can also have a hard time saying no. Remember, Jupiter is the representative, well, is the god Zeus, right? But in Roman mythology. So he's the head of the pantheon. So I can have anything I want. I can do anything I want. And so here with Jupiter, we have that power, we have that tenacity, we have that success coming forward. But we're going to think we can be successful at absolutely everything. And we need to say no to certain things. Luck is also on our side. And there's a massive creative growth, powerful opportunity for us career-wise, for us personally. So that's a big deal. Now on the 14th of April, we have Mars entering into Pisces. And you would think with Mars entering into Pisces that it would really shake things up, make things more aggressive. No, this is astoundingly powerful because it will bring us this energy of stepping back, of seeing the world, of understanding things, and of seeing where we're being guided. We really start looking at things more deeply, more openly, more honestly for ourselves. And as we do, we're going to see that the world is leading us in a direction that we hadn't expected. And the world is guiding us forward towards something powerful, something beautiful that we need to embrace, that we need to see. So we start off with the 9 of Pentacles. This is saying be in the moment. It's going to be so easy for us to want to skip forward and look at things much more broadly. Be in the moment now and embrace your prosperity and your success. This is saying be very present, because when we are present, we're going to find that a lot of our hard work starts to pay off. But we're also going to find that as we are present and as we are harvesting a lot of what we've worked hard for, there's still a need for patience. And there's something that comes forward that surprises us, that leads us in a direction that we hadn't intended, that kind of, makes us look at things very differently than we have before. And as that energy comes forward, and as we are, I just see money coming in, but I do also see, okay, so what Spirit is showing me here is that money is coming in and then money is going out. It can be that we are making the money and the bills need to be paid and everything like that. And so the money goes out as fast as it comes in. But Spirit is also saying be very mindful of our shopping, be very mindful of the way somebody is spending money. And this could be at home or at work. Be very mindful of the way that they are spending the money. So that's going to be very important. There's a wish that's coming forward that we've been waiting for. We need to be in the moment to be able to see that it's being granted, that it is coming forward in our lives. There's also a sense of us shining like a star. Spirit is saying, shine like a star, shine like a star. Let yourself shine. Let yourself embrace your gifts, because there's almost an apprehension of embracing Jupiter. It's kind of like, no, I can't. And yet Spirit is saying, yes, you can. And so with embracing Jupiter, it's embracing the gifts that we are to bring to the world, the way we interact with the world. We're going to have a much easier time, Scorpio, embracing Neptune, which is about the imagination and thoughts and kind of the hidden side of us. We like that, but bringing it into the light, it almost feels like it's nobody's business but mine. And so that's going to be it's going to be a challenging thing during this time to be able to say, no, I'm bringing this to the light. I'm moving this forward in passion, in what I desire, in what I want, in what I need. This is important to me. And we have to be bold enough to say it, because we're going to be facing the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords is a battle that we have gone through before, and we're not happy about going through it again. We are successful, yes, but that's not the point. The point is that it's frustrating, and it's going to be like, oh my gosh, this again. So looking at the 5 of Swords and saying, I'm strong, I am powerful, I am standing in what I need and what I want, and I'm not backing down, means that I'm not going to be bullied by anybody. It brings us then to the 9 of Cups. It's reiterating that a wish is being granted. It's almost saying, are you bold enough to take it? Are you bold enough to wish? Are you bold enough to dare? And here, Scorpio, we have to say yes. I mean, we can say no, of course we can, but saying yes is going to be so powerful for us, because there's a sense of, I'm looking deeper into that cup. I'm looking at the new prosperities and the new opportunities and the new power that gets to be a part of my life. And that's what I need. That's what I want. And the 9 of Wands comes in, and it's almost like we make that assertion, and then everybody tells us we can't do it. It's like, who the heck are you? Here with the 9 of Wands, there's a real sense of, I need to look at what I need, what I want, and who I am. And I need to know that I've been through battles before. I've been through the war. I've been broken. I've been overwhelmed. I've doubted every single step of the way. And then I found me. Tattered and broken, but powerful and beautiful. And more than I expected. This isn't about being perfect. This is about embracing our voice and what we want. And here it's like, okay, everybody's going to come in. Everybody's going to have their ideas. That's great. Do not let them dictate who you are. Everybody's allowed to live their lives, and they're allowed to do what they want to do. Do not let them dictate who you are. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. And this is the Lord. This is an overpowering energy. It's a sense of, I'm right, you're wrong. I'm the one in power here. I'm the one in charge. Don't be bullied, period. End of discussion. Because this person is going to want to bully you. It moves us then to our chakra energy of determination. This is the solar plexus chakra. We're going to a place of rebirth. We're going to a place of transformation. We're embracing a bigger outlook, a bigger understanding than maybe even we know at this time. There's something greater there. And we're feeling drawn towards it. So let us go instead of holding ourselves back. Because holding ourselves back just makes us feel like we're not doing anything. We're not, fully embracing our lives. And Spirit's like, no, that's not right. We then have the manifester. Oh, that's what we've been talking about this whole time. I love this. The manifester. And it says here, monitoring your inner dialogue and using quantum affirmations daily can help you to make real your desired life changes, your deserved life changes. So here, there's a real sense of I'm using those positive affirmations to move me forward. I'm changing my vocabulary around me. And I'm looking at the negativity, the hurt, the pain that I've been drawn to before, or that I'm comfortable with because it follows a wound pattern, and I'm opening up the door. I'm opening up the door and saying, no more do I get to have to apologize for my existence. I am embracing my blessings and my dreams. And that's going to be what this time really gives us. This real sense of this is my time to shine. I get to be a star. And it doesn't mean that we have to be on stage or, anything like that. It just means that I'm embracing who I am and letting myself shine. And if that's being a fantastic, cookie maker with our kids or our grandkids or, our nieces and nephews or whomever, then it's being a fantastic cookie maker. It's just embracing that. It's saying this is what brings me joy. And it doesn't have to bring me money. It doesn't have to do anything else, but it makes me shine bright. And so that's what I'm embracing. It moves us then to our subconscious tarot message, which begins with the Six of Swords. We're gathering up our knowledge, we're gathering up what we desire, and we're moving forward. To wisdom, to insight, to ideas. Is the road going to be rough? Is it going to be overly emotional at times? Yeah, it is. But we're determined. We're not staying where we once were. It's like, no, there's more here. There is more here. It moves us then to our subconscious, to go deeper into our subconscious. And it's the King of Wands. Fire, tenacity. We're embracing our heart and what we love, and we're letting ourselves shine. This is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's a real sense here of my passion guides my heart. I do what I am passionate about. I embrace who I am and what I want and what I need. And I open up that door. It brings us then to, there's also an attractiveness to us. And there's a person coming in subconsciously that we're going to see. And it's like they're going to spark our interest. It doesn't have to be romantically, but there's something about them that sparks our interest, that, has us looking at things differently. And it's like, ooh, what about this? What about this? There's something about them that just pulls us in. It's going to be aesthetically that pulls us in, but it's going to be more than the aesthetic that has us staying. We then have our Seven of Cups. It's very interesting. Here, there is a sense of things opening up to us, dreams opening up to us, ideas opening up to us. We didn't expect it. We didn't see it. It's like, is this possible? And, it almost feels like we're trying to get away with something, but we're not. We're trying to embrace what we truly want, and that can feel a little overwhelming at times. It then moves us to the Hierophant, Taurus energy, but a claiming of our gifts and our talent, who we are and what we want and what's important to us. The Hierophant is saying to us we have the keys. It's also an institution, a more orthodox approach to things. It's not like we're going to have to reinvent the wheel or completely find a new avenue. There's an avenue that's open. There's an avenue that we can embrace, but we're going to do things our way, and we're unlocking our own gifts and our own talents, and that is something that's very empowering for us. There's also a sense of, what is it that we need? What is it that is important to us? That if we turned our back on it, we turned our back on who we are. Yeah. There's also somebody who's helping to guide us, who's giving us information. This could even be somebody who has passed, but we have dreams about them, or I just see like a fortune cooking opening. And so it means that they give us messages in the most like unlikely of ways and from the most unlikely of places. And it's meaningful to us. It's like, oh, okay, I see that. Oh, okay. I know, like my grandma's there, my Nana's there. I don't know why I'm hearing Nana, so that's going to be important. It is. And that person, they had their rules, they had their standards, but they also lived their lives for them. Yeah. Well, not for them, and necessarily like they didn't uphold their responsibilities, but they lived their lives knowing that their life was for them, and they lived their life with this air of beauty around them. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and intensity of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio, and may blessings always be with you.